Good. So
No problem.
So you can begin, Mrs. Ngomibe.
I can say that Nouakchott is in Nouakchott we feel great.
Okay.
We
Why?
have please.
Why do you feel great in Nouakchott?
Because the climate is the same like in Jamena.
Okay, the climate, not climate, climate.
The climate, yeah. The climate is the same like in Jamena. And everyone lives their life.
Okay.
Nouakchott is an Islamic city.
Okay.
But as Christian, I try to adapt as much as I can.
So it means that in Nouakchott, do you have churches in Nouakchott? In Nouakchott, churches?
Yes, there are just one Catholic.
There's one church, the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
Please, yes, in English, they write it Catholic, but they pronounce it Catholic. Catholic, yeah. Good. So there's just one
Catholic.
Yes, one Catholic church.
One Catholic church.
So yes. If you are Protestant, you don't have any church there.
Now the Protestant also is going in the same church, but they have
their service, le messe, their service.
Yes, their service.
Because for Protestants they call it service, church service, but for Catholics they call it mass.
Mass.
Yes. So mass, they call it holy mass. Holy mass means la messe pour les catholiques, mais pour le culte, voilà, pour les protestants.
Okay.
So Catholics, the only church that is authorized in Nouakchott is the Catholic Church.
Yes.
But the Catholic Church now is democratic.
Something like that.
Okay, and very generous. Good. The Catholic Church is generous. So, which means that when there is a church service, so when you are a Protestant like Evangelic, Presbyterian, Baptist, you don't.
Everybody.
Everybody comes now. But they don't follow the Catholic Mass. They have their own church service separately.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. What about the food? The food there?
The food, there are so many food. Yeah.
Okay. No, there are so many different types of food.
Different kinds of food here.
Okay.
And there are so many different kind of food here, and it's not very expensive too.
Wow. Wait, when you compare?
When I compare with my own country, Jamena is so expensive than Nouakchott.
Okay, no, you saying Jamena is more expensive.
It's more expensive. It's more expensive than Nouakchott.
Hey. Wow. This is interesting. I never knew that. I thought Nouakchott is a developed country or more developed than Africa, than Jamaica, so things should be expensive there. So where do you live? Where do you live in Nouakchott?
I am at Lixar.
Okay, tell us a bit about. Yes,
Lixar
continue.
is the name of. Lixar is the name of my
neighborhood of my neighborhood. Yes, of my neighborhood. Look at the chat window, please. Neighborhood.
Oh, okay, yeah, neighborhood.
Okay.
The name of my neighborhood is Lixar.
Okay. And is it a quiet neighborhood, or is it purely Islamic neighborhood, or it is a neighborhood for everybody? Hello?
I don't understand what you say.
What I'm saying, yes, what I'm saying is that is Lipsa a neighborhood for a residential neighborhood for international civil servants, the fonctionnaires international, or it is just a normal neighborhood?
It's a normal neighborhood.
And so how did you find a house there? How did you get a house there? And because we also look at security. Do you think your security is assured?
Lixar is not so far with my office.
Far
from my office. It's not far.
So you go to the office on foot?
Yes.
Wow, this is interesting.
Just I have just 15 minutes.
Yes.
In foot to arrive at my office.
Okay. And please, do you have some new friends, Mauritanian friends?
Yes, just two. Just two persons.
Two people. It's people. One person. The plural is people.
Two people.
Okay.
Two people.
Are they your colleagues?
One of them is my colleague.
Okay. And the other
is just I meet him just in the routes when I come.
When I came.
On the route when I came at office.
Okay, when you were going to the office, you met somebody on the road.
Yes.
And tell me, how did you become friends?
I was
on foot. I was on
foot.
Or I was trekking. Trekking is to trek
marcher.
Means aller à pied. Yes, marcher. So you were trekking.
I was trekking.
Yes.
And he is with a car.
Okay, he was
with a car.
Okay.
And he stopped and asked me, "Can I help you?"
Okay.
Naturally, yes. I say, okay. I say, yes, no problem.
Okay.
And it's like that we became.
You became friends.
Friends.
Good. Please, this is how.
His office is just around my house.
Okay. Okay, so you were coming back from the office on foot?
Yes.
So look at the way you are supposed to ask the question, can I give you a lift? Est-ce que je peux vous donner, how they call it? Good.
Okay.
Good. Can I give you a lift? A lift is when they give you, when they offer you, when they carry you in the car. Can I give you a lift?
Okay.
Okay.
Also in the car.
Yes, in the car. So please, can I give you a lift? Means, can I, d'accord, we agree that d'accord in English is okay.
Okay.
Okay. Please, my video is off because there is a problem with my connection here.
I see that.
Yes. When it will become stable, you will notice it. The video will come back.
Okay.
So, tell me now, at the office, is it in your office? Are you the only Chadian?
We are 3 Chadian.
Okay.
We are a team of four people.
4 people.
You understand?
Yes. So your office is made up of 4 members, 4 staff.
Sorry?
4 staff.
Yeah, 4 staff. Yes, 4 staff.
And 3 of the 4 are Chadians.
3 of the 4 are Chadian.
But so the other person is from which country?
Benin.
Oh my God. So what are the 4 of you doing in Mauritania?
Sorry. Our team try to coordinate the action. Our team tried to coordinate the action carried by our representatives in 6 countries.
Okay, 6 countries.
6 countries. The 5 countries in G5 Sahel and Senegal.
Okay, so 5 countries of the G5 Sahel, which is made up of, yes, which is made up of Chad, Mauritania,
Niger,
yes,
Burkina Faso,
yes,
we say Chad, Mauritania, Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
You can get me good. Sorry, there was a brief interruption here, but it's okay. So your team is, your G5 Sahel is made up of Chad, Burkina Faso.
Chad, Burkina Faso, Mali.
Yes. Niger.
Mauritania and Niger.
Okay. And then Senegal. Why Senegal?
Senegal also is in Sahel.
Yes. But why did they say G5 instead of G6?
I don't know why. I think that it's because now Senegal is stable. There are, because G5 is the 5 countries who have
which have
war.
Which have
La guerre, c'est war.
No, not war. War.
Wow. Oh, okay.
Wow. I've written it in Gambai. Okay.
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 But now Senegal is
Stable.
stable.
So the G5.
Don't have.
The G5 are countries of the Sahel which are unstable, but Senegal is stable.
Yes.
Okay.
The 5 countries which are unstable and which terrorists, which have terrorists.
Yes. Okay.
Also. Now Senegal is.
Wait, so normally Mauritania also has a rebellion.
They have the attack of terrorists sometimes.
So let us say that if, for example, the meeting in Doha now like this, do you know about the meeting in Doha in Qatar?
Reconciliation, pre-dialogue.
Dialogue in English is dialogue. Okay, so the pre-dialogue in Doha, if the pre-dialogue makes Chad to be at peace, no more terrorists, no more rebellion, will you still be part of the G5 Sahel?
I don't know, but it's possible.
Okay.
Because G5 Sahel have 4 departments.
Okay.
We have security.
Okay.
Resilience. Resilience in English. I don't.
Resilience.
Resilience. Resilience. The third one is governance.
Governance. Yes, governance. And the fourth one. Okay, and gender. Okay. So which department do you work in?
Resilience.
Okay. Resilience. No, it's resilience.
Resilience.
Okay. So you were saying that if Doha, yes, resilient, no, not resilience, resilience, like this. Good. Have you seen it?
Resilient. Yeah, like this, yes.
So tell me about your department.
The Department of Resilience work to help people in the 5 countries of G5 Sahel to ameliorate her condition of life.
Okay, to improve. On their living conditions, their living
condition. Okay, improve their living condition.
Okay, so look at it. I've put it on the chat window, to improve on their living conditions.
To improve on their living condition.
Okay.
At help producer to use the new methods. New method of production. Method of production, yes.
Okay.
Who respects climate change.
Okay. So the first thing is that the Department of Resilience is to improve on the living conditions of the people.
Yes.
And
generally
producers.
Yes.
Producers in which domain? Agricultural.
Agriculture.
Livestock.
Livestock.
Yes. And what? Or that's just all?
The two ones.
Okay. Which means that your job there is to come up with strategies to help the local population. Is it of Mauritania or of the entire G5 Sahel plus Senegal?
We have in each country a staff who is working at producer in each country.
Okay.
We have a staff in Chad, in Senegal, in Mauritania, in Niger, in Mali, Burkina Faso. We have in each country one staff.
Okay.
And we here, we are just a staff of coordination.
Okay.
We coordinate which different staff of country do.
Okay, what different staff, the different staff, even the staff of the country Mauritania?
Yes, in Mauritania also we have one staff, local staff.
Okay, and what are some of the projects that these country offices carry out in the countries? What are some of the projects?
If Mauritania example or
yes, just take. Or are the projects different?
No.
So, for example, under resilience, what are some of the projects that are carried out in Mauritania, for example?
In Mauritania, staff of Mauritania help producer, the farmer, to ameliorate their producer. They give them some seeds. They learn them how to use those seeds.
Okay.
And how to use a production, how to conserve their production. They also help the herders.
Okay.
To entretenir.
Yes, to take care of.
To take care of their livestock.
Okay. So they call them herdsmen. Herdsmen means herdsmen. Herdsmen mean ceux qui prennent soin du bétail.
Les bergers? No.
Les bergers, good, herdsmen.
Okay.
So now.
And horse?
Yes, continue, please.
Also, the local staff help women to comment on dit ça? Transformation.
Yes, to transform.
To transform the local production.
Okay, to transform how? Into what?
For this, I'm going to take the example of Chad.
Yes.
In Chad, The women can transform. Cassava.
Cassava, yes.
The manioc, no.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
She can transform. They can transform cassava to gari, to amidon.
Yes.
They also do what? Spirulina.
What?
Spirulina.
Okay, from cassava.
No. Cassava. They transform cassava to gari, to amidon.
Good. What you mean by amidon is starch.
In
Starch.
English, starch.
Yes,
Okay.
starch that you can use on your clothes.
Yes.
Okay. But Mrs. Ngomibe, please, in Mauritania, for example, the local population there, as they say, the vulnerable population. What is the percentage of the vulnerable population in Mauritania, for example, that your organization is targeting?
In Mauritania, I can say 60%.
Okay.
Of population.
So 60%, the 60% of the population. Let us put it. Good. 60% of the population
are vulnerable.
Okay. Vulnerable. Good. 60% of the population is vulnerable.
Okay, it's not as
good. So, and this 60%, what is their main source of income? What is their main source of income?
For the 60%?
Yes, for the 60%.
Many of them are herders, but not. They have just a
few cows or a few animals.
Yes, they had just a few animals.
And then the other percent is made up of farmers.
Here in Mauritania, there are not many farmers because they haven't a long time of rain. Il pleut presque pas.
Okay, no, we're in English. It hardly, seldom, rarely, it hardly rains. Look at it. It hardly rains. Il pleut rarement.
It hardly rains, okay.
Or you can,
it's seldom.
Yes, it seldom rains. Or it rarely rains.
Yeah.
Wait, is Mauritania in the desert?
Yes, the big desert.
Wait, Mrs. Ngomibe, it means that Mauritania is worse than Chad.
It's a big desert. Chad, in Chad, we have the south of Chad is savanna.
Yes.
But here
Wait, it means there is no savannah in Mauritania.
No.
Wow, wow, wow. Then how do they eat? Because it is strange. You say that food is cheaper in Mauritania than in Chad.
They import. Importer.
No, you have said it correctly, please. Forget about French. They import, yes?
They import all of the major parts of their food.
From where?
Coming from Morocco.
Wow.
And Spain.
Mm-hmm. This is
Europe.
This is interesting. So most of their food is imported.
It's imported
from
Morocco.
Other countries.
From other countries, yeah.
Wow. So why is it cheap?
I think that it's the policies of government.
Okay. Good. So, Mrs. Ngomibe, you have taught me something. Let me share my screen. And you see, let us talk about this map of Mauritania. Can you see the map?
Yes.
So this is Mauritania, a very vast desert. And it has, wow. Its neighbors are Morocco, up there, Algeria, Western Sahara, Mali, oh my God, and Senegal.
Yes.
Wow. Which means that where you live, do you have flowers in your compound? Do you have flowers?
Yes.
Do they grow naturally or you have to use some techniques?
Naturally. In my house, I have two trees.
Two trees?
Trees, yeah. One is jujube, le jujubier.
Yes. And
the second is dattier.
Okay, dates. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, but
produit quand même.
It produces.
Produces normally.
Yes, but those are trees that grow in the desert. Because I was expecting that you will say you have mango tree. Do you have mangoes? Do you have mangoes?
They have also mango trees here in Mauritania, in Nouakchott.
Okay, but since you went to Mauritania, have you gone out of Nouakchott? Have you visited other parts of Mauritania apart from Nouakchott?
Not yet.
Have you visited? Not yet.
Not yet, yeah.
Okay. So tell me concretely what you have been doing in Mauritania at the level of your office. You as the person in charge of coordinating the activities of G5 Sahel in terms of resilience. What are some of the activities? What are the things that you do every day?
Every day, my day, I have to consult email.
Okay.
We have even Zoom meeting.
Okay.
I do reports.
Okay.
And sometimes I have also a mission.
I also have
mission in the country, in the 6th country.
Okay. Which means that means in Ngomibe, you have been in Mauritania just for 3 months or 4?
4 months, yeah.
So have you gone
5.
on 5 months? Have you gone on mission out of Mauritania since you came to?
Yes.
Where?
Yes. Mali.
Okay.
And Chad.
Ah, the best. When you go to Chad on mission, you have mission allowance to go and enjoy your family.
Yes.
Okay.
Comme, in French, on dit joindre l'utile à l'agréable. In English, yes. I don't know.
Yes, I will tell you. I will tell you what joindre l'utile à l'agréable means. Yes, at the end of this our session. But what I just wanted to understand is that you also have missions out of the country, which means that you limit yourself. You limit yourself, your activities only in the country offices. Or do you also go, when you go to a country, like you go to Mali, you can go and visit a project inside the community? Or
yes, we have. Sometimes we go just in. We limit just our mission in the country.
Yes.
If topic is to work just with the team of projects in Bamako or in Niamey or Dakar. But if the topic of mission is to see the realization,
yes,
we also go in the village to meet producer.
Okay.
Discuss with them.
Okay.
And see what they do.
Okay. So this is joindre l'utile à l'agréable. In English, is combine business with pleasure.
Business with pleasure. Okay. Combine business with pleasure.
So where is the head office of G5 Sahel? Is it in Nouakchott?
Yes.
Okay.
It's in Nouakchott. Yes.
In Nouakchott. And so you work at the head office?
Yes. I am in the project. I am just in one project.
Okay.
In Department of Resilience. But G5 Sahel, they have also other projects.
Okay.
And they have the team of G5 Sahel.
Okay. So just briefly tell me the organigram of G5 Sahel.
Okay. G5 Sahel have the head of G5
Has.
The head of, okay. The head,
I'm listening. Yes.
Of G5 Sahel is called Secretariat Executive.
Okay, the Executive Secretariat.
Yes.
Okay. And
we have we have the Secretary Executive.
The Executive Secretary. The boss.
The boss, yeah. The boss is Burkinabe.
Okay, from Burkina Faso.
He's from Burkina Faso.
Okay.
And they work. He works with 4 heads of departments.
Okay.
We have the head of resilience, the head of security,
okay,
the head of governance.
Governance, yes.
Governance and the head of gender.
Okay.
And in each department, we have a different team of projects.
Okay.
And also we have administration.
Okay.
Like financial, head of financial.
Okay.
Head of passation de marché. Market.
Yes. No, not market. Public contracts. Public contracts.
Public, right, yeah. The head of public contract.
Okay.
We have also the head of human resources.
Human resources.
Yeah.
In each department.
No.
That is at the central level.
The central level we have, but in department we don't have. We have just the secretary assistants. Okay.
So you said we just have. No, we just have secretary.
We just have the secretary of department.
Okay, no, I understand now. The first thing is that you have the executive secretariat, and in the executive secretariat, you have the department, the human resource department, the department for public contracts, the department for some departments. And then under the secretariat, you have 4 departments.
Yes.
The department for resilience, the department for gender, department for security. Please, that word is not security. Security.
Security.
Good. And then apart from that, you have another department, governance.
Governance, yeah.
And then under each department, you have projects.
Yes.
So you are working under a project of the Department of Resilience.
Resilience, yes.
And so your project, how do they call your project?
SD3C. SG3C, yes.
Okay, which means that in full French, what is it? In French, how do they, what is SD3C? Because SD3C is an acronym.
Yes, c'est Programme Conjoint Sahel en réponse aux défis COVID, conflits et changement climatique.
Okay, COVID, conflit, changement climatique.
Changement climatique. C'est les 3C.
That is the 3C. Okay. So that is the project in which you work, that you are supposed to coordinate.
Yes.
What is the lifespan of the project?
Lifespan
means espérance de vie, la durée du projet.
Ah, okay. The project is for 6 years.
Ms. Ngomibe, where have you kept my S? 6
years.
Where? Because since we started, you have taken my S, see, and put in your handbag. That was sacrament. It is there.
Okay,
you don't want to use it for 6 years.
The project is for 6 years.
Okay.
And now we are in the first phase for 3 years.
Okay. So the first phase is 3 years. The lifespan or the project duration.
The project duration is for 6
years.
6 years.
Okay. Which
Two
means that
two phase. Huh?
yes, two phases. Two phases.
Two phases of three years.
3 years each.
3 years each one. Yes.
Of 3 years each. Okay. So, what is the total budget for the project?
Total
budget for the project. A project has a budget.
Say.
We're in English. Yes.
My big problem is to
give the figures, les chiffres.
Yes, in English.
But I gave you, did I send you? I sent you a video.
Yes.
I sent you a video with that to solve that problem. Did you receive that video?
Yes, I received it. But if I don't use every day, I forgot.
So now we will see, Mrs. Ngomibe, what we will do now is that every day I will give you an exercise on, and then the exercise must include figures so that you will be using it regularly. Do you understand?
Okay.
So
let me write before I can.
say it in French, I will say it in English.
C'est 80 millions, non?
80 million. $80 million. Okay. Which means that this $80 million, is it, who is the sponsor, the funder of the project?
FIDA.
FIDA is an American organization.
FIDA, it's not
FIDA
Italian.
is Italian. Eh?
C'est une agence de Rome.
Okay, from Rome. So it's in
From
Italy.
Rome.
Okay, good. So what you were supposed to say is that FIDA is a European-based funding agency. Please don't forget this expression, funding agency. FIDA is a
European-based funding agency.
Good. And so 100% of the budget is from FIDA. 100%, it means the total of the budget is from FIDA.
At this moment, but it's possible to have other partners.
Okay.
We have also.
We also have
Netherlands.
Okay.
Which no?
Yes, which?
Which want to help.
Okay, to help
next year.
Next year.
Yes.
Good. Now, what are the main activities of this project? The main means principal. In English, you don't say principal. You say main activities, les activités principales, and main activities of this project.
The project have 3 components.
Okay.
The first component is to help producer in their activities.
No, to help produce one or many.
Producers.
Thank you. When you forget my S, you go into your handbag.
Producers.
Good. Continue. To help producers,
You
yes.
understand me?
Yes, I hear you now clearly when you put the S.
The first component is to help producers in their activities.
Okay.
The second one is to help countries to do exchange, economic exchange.
Okay.
In the zone transfrontalière.
Yes, in the transborder zone. In the transborder zone, transborder. Zone frontalière is transborder zone.
Okay. Now the first component help producers in their different activities. The second is to help countries in the transfrontalière.
No,
transborder zone.
Yes.
Transborder zone to do economic exchange.
Okay.
And the third one is to help for political dialogue.
Okay.
And governance.
Okay. Which means that the project, the three components of the project. One, you target the producer directly. Is that the case?
Mm-hmm.
You give assistance directly to the producer.
To the producer, yeah, the first one.
Okay. The second one now is you help governments to interact economically. Government of the G5 plus Senegal, help them to interact.
The 6 countries to interact, exchange, economic exchange in transborder zones.
Okay, and the third one, yes. Yes.
We can help one country to build markets. Market who each country can send their produce.
Yes.
We can also help to build the center of la santé animale, comment on appelle ça?
Yes, animal health centers. Animal health centers. Okay.
If you do that in Jamena, not Jamena, in Chad.
Yes.
At the transborder zone, Niger can use.
Herders from other countries can use. Okay.
If they are in the border zone, the transborder zone.
Okay.
And the third component is to help for political dialogue.
Okay.
And also help the organization of farmers, of women in regional level.
At the regional level.
At the regional level. Yeah.
Okay.
Level.
Yes. To organize, to create common initiative groups.
We don't create the group. The group exists. but sometimes they don't have comment on appelle ça? Les moyens.
The means. They don't have the means.
They don't have the means to do well their activities.
No, they don't have the means to implement their
activities, or they don't have good strategy to work. And we can help them by learning, by money to implement their activity.
Okay. So
you can also do the link with other groups, which is in the other level.
Okay. Okay. So, Mrs. Ngomibe, thanks very much for this explanation. I would like us to organize our training now. Okay. Our speaking topics now should be organized in this way. You are working, you are in charge of the coordination of the SD3C project. Good. Please, is it possible for us, for you, like you wrote your presentation today and sent, I saw it, I corrected it. Is it possible for you to send me a summary of what SD3C is? That is good, which means that project goals, objectives, and strategies. Good. Strategies. That is a global presentation of 3C. Do you understand? No, the first topic, what I want us to work on is for the next 4 weeks, we will work on SD3C. Yes. This coming week, please prepare a summary of project goals. When you are presenting the project,
yes,
the project goals, the project objectives, and the strategies of implementation.
Okay.
Good. So just present me the project structure. I want to know about 3C. You can do it. You can do it in 2 pages or 1 page as you did today, so that when we have our next Zoom session, I have corrected the text, and then you now practice to read it in English, pronunciation, etc. So that the next, the second week, we will talk about producers. What precisely are the project activities to producers? Do you understand what I mean?
The project activities to the producer.
Yes, the local producers in the 6 countries of the G5. For example, you have told me briefly. You have told me briefly what you do with local producers. You organize them at regional level. They are CIG. Please, I wrote something here. Common Initiative Groups is CIG, what you call in French les GIC, Groupement d'intérêt commun. Les petites ONG. Hello?
I don't hear you.
Hello? Can you hear me now?
Hello?
I can hear you, but can you hear me?
No.
Okay.
Now it's good.
Good. So what I'm saying,
You say the second week?
The next week, we will talk about the activities that this project provides. Yes, the assistance that your project provides to local producers.
Okay.
Which means that in terms of farmers and in terms of livestock owners. And then the next week, we'll talk about the transborder. What are the activities? How does this project help countries to economically improve, develop through transborder trade? Do you understand? Transborder economic activities. And then the fourth week, we will talk about the assistance that the political assistance that you give government in terms of governance and dialogue.
Okay.
Good. So that is it. Governance and dialogue. So that you prepare it.
It will be.
Yes.
For some of topic, it will be just a theory.
The theory.
The theory, because at the moment we don't begin some of activities.
Yes, but the project, so it will be theoretical.
The project we plan.
Good. So what are the plans?
Okay,
Do you understand?
No problem.
Good. So that the one that you are already implementing, the activities that you are already implementing, we'll discuss them. Good. So I want to ask you a last question. Please, for the past 1 month, close to 2 months, I've seen you have been interacting with Caris or Blandine. Do you think the activities, which one do you really like? Or do you think that helps you a lot?
The Bible of English.
Okay. So you are improving your vocabulary there.
Yes. Now I can read. I can read and understand many things.
Okay. Congratulations.
But I don't easily speak.
Good. Ms. Ngomibe, please, this thing is step by step.
Okay.
Please, if you take your video, the video of our first meeting, or our first 2 meetings, compared to this one, you will know the difference. That is why I say that this training has to be very transparent. You have to see the change. And honestly, today I am seeing the change. First of all, yes, first of all, you have some more self-confidence. Yes, even if you don't know the word, you just say it, and look at the time you spend. Look at it, Mrs. Ngomibe. The time you spend, chercher le mot in your head, it is going down, reducing.
That's true.
That is it. It will disappear. When it disappears, that is when you will now know that, okay, you are Anglophone. You are Anglophone, you are Sarah, and you are Chadian, Francophone, etc. So thank you very much. What I really want
Thank you, Mr. Lee.
Yes, what I would also like to encourage you to do is listening.
Yes.
To do a lot of listening. And shadowing. Shadowing means that I will be sending you texts and video audio. You listen to it and you read it aloud. Like you used to do, you did here with the village with no men, etc.
No men. Yes.
Good. But now the audios will be longer. The text will be longer.
Then the first one.
Yes, that is 4 pages. What you do is that you read 1 page, you practice 1 page every day or every 2 days. You listen and read, and then you come and post on WhatsApp. So that I listen or my colleagues listen and we correct. Good. So we'll do that. They call the text BBC Learning English. It is very, very important for you to keep developing your listening.
BBC?
Yes, don't worry. It's a series.
Okay.
Good. The next thing, Mrs. Ngomibe, is current events. What is current events? What you call in French, l'actualité.
Okay, let's go ahead.
So you have to watch Al Jazeera, BBC, CNN. You have to get yourself, you have to read when you go online, maybe on WhatsApp, on Facebook, try to read articles about Ukraine in English on Google. What we just want, please, is for you to make sure that as much as possible, you are watching videos in English, you are listening to news, you are reading in English, short, not much.
Okay.
So this is where your program is going. Continue with the Bible. The listening and shadowing will be BBC Learn English. And then you continue, you start now trying to, every week when we meet on Zoom or on WhatsApp, we talk about the news. For example, something is happening in Doha. Unprecedented, please, du jamais vu. It is pre-dialogue. It's not even dialogue.
No.
It's pre-dialogue. Pre-dialogue with who? With armed rebels. Mouvement politico-militaire. So, how much are they spending in Doha? How much?
Beaucoup d'argent.
Much money.
Beaucoup, trop.
For what?
Yes. Tu veux ver? Please.
No, it's okay. We are finished. We are finished. So,
oui, je me suis déconnectée pour ici.
Tell him to speak in English.
Tu me rendras compte demain du reste. Merci.
Okay.
He don't understand also English.
Where is he from? Chad too?
From Benin.
Okay, the Beninese. Okay, tell him that we are here. So please, I just want you to understand that now it is we have to go to the next level. Keep working in the Bible, please. It's very important. And then.
But I don't have a link.
No, when you please, whenever you need anything, just send the WhatsApp message, post in the group.
I asked him to blend in, but
okay. Yes, I see here that the last link you have is unit 2. Or which unit have you finished? How many units have you finished?
Third, no?
Unit 3.
Unit Yeah, I finished unit 3.
Okay, see, Mrs. Ngomibe, just check.
It's 4.
Listen, take your time, you check, you send me, you post, you just send me the WhatsApp message now that I finished unit 4 or unit 5. Immediately,
Okay.
I will send you the link.
The link of
unit, the next unit. Yes, I will send it immediately. I'm sitting here. Okay. Thank you very much. Do you have any question? Do you have any question or any last word?
The test. The test I send you next time. I have to have meeting with you or
this text. Yes, this text that I corrected today.
The professional, my professional life.
Good. So what you need to do is just read, take your time, read the text aloud and record and post here on WhatsApp.
Okay.
Then next week, when we are having our Zoom session, we will talk a bit about the text.
Okay.
So our main topic next week is 3D, SD3C. Good. A project overview. What is it and what are the goals, objectives, strategies? Good. Thanks very much. Have a wonderful evening.
Nice evening to you too.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Greet the baby for me.
Okay.